Hey guys, it's Adrianne, and I'm a wife and homeschooling mom to two 14-year-olds. We are currently in our ninth grade school year, or high school. But today I'm going to share with you three different thrift hauls that I had. Two from Goodwill and one from Savers. So this is the oldest one that I have here. I found this one, Pickles to Pittsburgh. It's a sequel to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. We have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and my kids are beyond this, but I just want to have it in our library for when they get older. I'm going to try to get this out with some rubbing alcohol. So, just quick here. It kind of looks like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, same kind of color scheme. Then I found this entire, well, I wouldn't say entire set, but I found all these. When we were at Goodwill this particular day, they were having half off every color tag except for their yellow tags. Their yellow tags are like new items. I don't know where they get those items, but they're new. So I bought this entire set that they had there of a manga that my daughter reads. Oh, they're not in order, but it's a Demon Slayer. So I got numbers, let's see, 14, nope, there's a 12. So 12 through 21. Yeah, 12 through 21. So she has a couple, but I know they're in the early numbers. So here's just some of the covers. Those two are, oh, the stickers stuck together. This is her favorite character in the show. She's seen the movie already, we watched it, and she's hoping for the new ones to come out soon. There's supposed to be another part to that coming out. So there are those. It's just black and white inside. So these I'm saving. I'm gonna take off the tags and clean them up and give them to her for her birthday. My daughter had wanted to read the Heroes of Olympus series, and I only had 2 of the books in the series that I had found previously at Goodwill, so I have been searching. That's kind of how this all came to be. I kept searching for those books, but I finally found them at Savers. So I got the 2 that we didn't have. I have the book number 3, The Mark of Athena. The Heroes of Olympus is written by Rick Riordan. So it still has Annabeth and Percy Jackson in stories, but it introduces new characters from other series that he has, plus this series has new kids. And we were missing book 2, The Son of Neptune. So at Savers, if you buy 4 books, you get 1 free. Yeah, 4, you get 1 free. And the 5th one, I actually gave it to her already because it was, I forgot to keep it, but I gave it to her. Okay, those are this. And then I found these for me. I've seen a little bit of this, Red Queen. This is book 1 and 2 of this series. I'll read the back for you. This is by Victoria Aveyard. It says, Red Queen, power is a dangerous game. Oh, the sticker's a little bit in the way. It says, Mayor Barrows, maybe words. I should have prepared this. Sorry. Oh, it's easy. It's not so hard. Not so sticky. Okay. Mayor Barrows' world is divided by blood, those with red and those with silver. Mare and her family are lowly Reds, destined to serve the silver elite whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mare steals what she can to help her family survive, but a twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where in front of the king and all his nobles, she discovers an ability she didn't know she had, except her blood is red. To hide this impossibility, the king forces her into the role of a lost silver princess and betroths her to one of his own sons. As Mare is drawn further into the silver world, her actions put into motion a deadly and violent dance, pitting prince against prince and mare against her own heart. From debut author Victoria Aveyard comes a lush, vivid fantasy series where loyalty and desire can tear you apart, and the only certainty is betrayal. So I've been reading for myself again. I had stopped for a long time because, you know, homeschool, I'm reading all day. So sometimes I just done with reading. But I've been trying to get back into it. So I actually, in the past month, I read 2 books. So that's an accomplishment from where I have been before. So this is part 2, The Glass Sword. It says kneel or bleed. I don't know if I should read the back of this one. Hopefully it doesn't give anything away from this one. I was born to kill a king, to end a reign of terror before it can truly begin. If there's one thing that Mare Barrow knows, it's that she's different. Mare's blood is red, the color of common folk, but her silver ability, the power to control lightning, has turned her into a weapon that the royal court wants to control. Pursued by Maven, the vengeful Silver King, Mare sets out to find and recruit other red and silver fighters to join the rebellion. But Mare finds herself on a deadly path, at risk of becoming exactly the kind of monster she is trying to defeat. Okay, so I got those 2. And then on my last Goodwill haul, let me do this one first. I found, this is just my own notes. I went through the units here. I found this My Perspectives American Literature Student Guide, Volume 1. So this is like 11th grade. And it was completely blank inside, so no one wrote in it. So I'm gonna give it a looking through. I've never used My Perspectives before. The only thing wrong with this one is that somebody took a bite out of it. The units are Writing Freedom, Words That Shape the Nation. Unit 2 is The Individual and Society, Fitting In or Standing Out. Unit 3, Power, Protest and Change, A Spirit of Reform. Unit 4, Grit and Grandeur, The Importance of Place. Unit 5, Facing Our Fears, Victims and Victors. Unit 6, Ordinary Lives, Extraordinary Tales, The American Short Story. So it's American literature, and it follows along through American history. It has like, where is it? Oh yeah, like the layout here, over here, it says the years that they'll be focusing on. So 1750 through 1800, and it goes all the way until 1950 to present. So I just went through the units and I kind of wrote what main book they're taking information from. Some of them had nothing because they're going to just use a lot of short stories or poems. So I figured this is a pretty lengthy book, I think, up from slavery, so we can fill that in, you know, read it for over more than 1 unit. And then over here too, there's 2 books, The Crucible and Farewell to Manzanar. So I figured we could put one in that week, and I think this one is actually inside here, like the entire book of the Crucible. So I don't really need to get that one, but I do own this one, and I own Up from Slavery already. And that one, Life of Olaudah Aquino, I have heard of that one, and it was on American History for Blossom and Root, I believe. So it had been on my list, but it was for young readers edition, I think. So I may even do that one because I might have that one. Just gotta search my bookcases. So there's that. So I'm gonna be, you know, that's my homework there. And then I found these the same day. I found a very nice copy of Hazardous Tales. So again, anytime you see a book from Goodwill that's over like $5 or $4, I would say, it's because it was the half off day. So this was blue, it was half off. So Treaties, Trenches, Mud and Blood, a World War I tale. We haven't really talked much about World War I, so we're going to get into that next year when we do world history. I'm going to try to focus more on sections of history we have not covered a lot of. Like I've done a lot of prehistory, like I don't want to call it prehistory, like the ancient history. Done a lot of that. We did World War II. We've done a good bit of early American history. So I'm going to try to focus on stuff that we had, like, I don't think we've ever really talked about World War I or the Vietnam War, or not much on civil rights. So we're going to touch on those more next year. So I also found this 97 things to do before you finish high school. So I always like to throw in a few. Somebody got this as a gift. There's still wrapping paper on it. Like self-learning type books. So let me read the back. Being in high school is about a lot more than going to high school. It's about discovering new places, new hobbies, and new people, and opening your eyes to the world. This book is about the stuff they don't teach you in high school, like how to host a film festival, or plan your first road trip, make a podcast, or write a manifesto. Want to make a time capsule, spend a day in silence, learn how to match beats like a DJ, or shut down your house party before the police do? Whatever your creative, social, or academic inclinations are, you'll find 97 ways on these pages to amuse, educate, and interest yourself. Because your life does stop. Because your life doesn't stop at 3 p.m. every day. It's just getting started. Sorry, this, if you want to see, like, oh, there you go, table of contents. Like this. It says, Chapter 1 focuses on for your personal development. Chapter 2 focuses on with or for friends. Chapter 3 focuses on with or for family. Chapter 4, for your body. Chapter 5, to get to know the world around you. I think I got it all in there. Chapter 6, to express yourself. And Chapter 7, to benefit your community and environment. Chapter 8, because you should. And Chapter 9, because you're only young once. I recently was looking for some, here's this one, smaller one. Let's get this one out of the way. This is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I have seen the movie, but I had never read the book. So I was thinking I'd read the book to my kids first, and then we can watch the movie. It looks probably not the original kind of book, but it was only $2, so. I'm sorry, I'm making a lot of noise. Says, this book offers a unique perspective, but there comes a time to see what it looks like from the dance floor. Since its publication, Stephen Chbosky's haunting debut novel has received a critical acclaim, provoked discussion and debate, grown into a cult phenomenon, and over 3 million copies in print spent over 2 years on New York Times bestseller list, and inspired a major motion picture as well. It is a story of what it's like to grow up in high school. More intimate than a diary, Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives. We may not know whom he is writing. All we know is the world he shares. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it puts him on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates, family dramas, and new friends. The world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where all you need is that perfect song and that perfect drive to feel infinite. Through Charlie, Chbosky has created a deeply affecting novel that will spirit you back to those wild and poignant roller coaster days known as growing up. And then it says, a coming-of-age tale in the tradition of The Catcher in the Rye and a separate piece. Chbosky's poignant reflections on life, love, and friendship are often inspirational and always beautifully written. Okay, and then, so I was looking at some high school reading lists, and I found these two on more than one. So I'll start with this one. A Long Way Gone, Memoirs of a Boy Soldier. His name is, let's see if I can get the sticker off. Maybe it's on the side. Oh, by Ishmael Bey. Bia, maybe. Back. A Long Way Gone is one of the most important war stories of our generation. The arming of children is among the greatest evils of the modern world, and yet we know so little about it because the children themselves are swallowed up by the very wars they are forced to wage. Ishmael Bey has not only emerged intact from this chaos, he has become one of the most eloquent chroniclers. We ignore his message at our peril. And then another little one says, A Long Way Gone is a wrenching, beautiful, and mesmerizing tale. Bea's amazing saga provides a haunting lesson about how gentle folks can be capable of great brutalities as well as goodness and courage. It will leave you breathless. And then there's just one more. I guess somebody bought that. I didn't know Starbucks actually sold books. This is a beautifully written book. Ishmael Bea describes the unthinkable in calm, unforgettable language. His memoir is an important testament to the children elsewhere who continue to be conscripted into armies and militias. So that one. And then this one, American Dirt by Janine Cummins. This was at Oprah's Book Club in 2020. Says Lydia lives in Acapulco. She has a son, Luca, the love of her life, and a wonderful husband who is a journalist. And while cracks are beginning to show in Acapulco because of the cartels, Lydia's life is, by and large, fairly comfortable. But after her husband's tell-all profile of the newest drug lord is published, none of their lives will ever be the same. Forced to flee, Lydia and Luca find themselves joining the countless people trying to reach the United States. Lydia soon sees that everyone is running from something. But what exactly are they running to? Then it says Janine Cummins is the author of 3 previous books, the novels The Outside Boy and The Crooked Branch, and the best-selling memoir, A Rip in Heaven. She lives in New York with her husband and 2 children. The Time magazine says the story is masterly composed of timeless elements, the nightmare logic of grief, the value of human kindness, the power of love to drive us to do unimaginable things. Cummins proves that fiction can be a vehicle for expanding our empathy. So, of course, I will pre-read before. Well, I will try to pre-read. I mean, they're in high school. Okay, so the last 2 things I have to show you are not books. They are games that I found at Savers. And I found Professor Noggin's Presidents of the United States. I did not have this one, so I like to just go over these. It's like good for waking up when we first get up. And then I found Prime Climb, which is a book that a game that I've had on my wish list for a while and never bought. So, and this was only $3.50, and this one was also $3.50. So the better deal was this one, but I don't have this one, so I got it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that little book haul. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.